So I just got done listening to a podcast, the Clifton Hicks story, and this is it was on Eyes Left, and such an awesome story, a story of courage, and it really made me think about a few things. Mr. Clifton talked about how he wanted to be a conscious objector and how it was the people who did not deploy to Iraq with him that made it really difficult for him to deploy and not accept the paperwork, which is what I've learned. That's what people in the establishment do. They just don't accept it. So whatever you're doing doesn't go any further. It's not about law. They'll do things to where you can't use the law the way you worked at all. They'll just interfere. I've seen that in my own eyes, my own life. I have to say that Mr. Clifton is a hero. I have to say that what he did was heroic. Sometimes in life, it's hard enough just to play the hand of cards you've been dealt. Sometimes it takes guts not to do anything at all. I think our society is kind of born and bred upon violence and destruction and being a warrior, this warlike culture. And I'm here to say that someone who's been trained in the military, they're trained to be war fighters, trained to be killers and murderers, and to turn against that, that's tough, man. Because people that will see you as less than a man. To give up your gun, to not want to go out and fight. He was talking about how he felt after a while, like, what are we fighting for? And the people that they were fighting had a right to defend their country, and that really touched me. That I think out of the whole podcast, that touched me the most was his realization that they're just fighting to defend their country. These people didn't threaten America. These people didn't say, I want to go after Clifton and his family. No. These are people who are minding their own business, and one day the Americans ran up in there. And he talked about the different orders they were given. They'd run up into a courtyard. And I remember watching these videos when I was a kid of stuff like them running over cars with tanks. And me thinking that was funny. And now I look at that and it's like, there's nothing funny about that. That's tragic. These are lives being ruined. He was talking about a building getting wrecked that people got... people that lived there. They destroyed the whole building, and where them folks moved to. And that really amazed, because I think the whole imperial mindset is based upon not caring. It's based upon really not giving a shit about the rest of the world and how our war making affects people. To me, that takes guts, that takes character, that takes integrity. To realize you've been a part of something so immoral and so wrong as the Iraq War, and it goes for Afghanistan as well. It goes for all those conflicts. I think that takes guts, and I see. I talk about this. I wish that we had these kind of stories. I wish our children would talk these kind of stories, about. Standing up for justice, He spoke about the My Lai conflict and the individual that flew his helicopter in between the troops and the rest of the civilians. To me, that man's a hero. That was a heroic thing to do. And that was a thing that took balls. And he spoke about how, how he recognized. He told his troops, if they move any further, to kill them. To be willing to shoot. That takes guts, guys. If you've been around military people, you understand that those people don't give a fuck. Especially they've been killing already. Those people are going to try you. You got to be, So they really took a chance, realization that your military career is probably going to be over if you shoot at other American troops. I'm just impressed by it. That really touched me. Peace, y'all.